In the beginning of the pandemic, toilet paper, towels, disinfectant wipes, they were difficult to find. Many people turned to online stores to try and track them down, but thousands lost money to scammers. Here's Bill Hurlbrink with more in today's Call for Action.
We'll start with the good news. Last week, the Federal Trade Commission requested a temporary restraining order against over 20 websites they allege were fraudulently selling Clorox and Lysol products. The bad news is that many have already lost their money to these scammers preying on consumers during the pandemic.
We have reviewed hundreds and hundreds of consumer complaints, and what we have seen is consumers are being lured into these counterfeit websites using social media ads.
This is a classic imposter scam that the FTC has seen before. However, there is a new twist in this scheme that can make it harder to get your money back.
And so consumers see these ads, they believe that these ads are linked or affiliated with Clorox and Lysol. They either click the ad or are directed in some manner to the websites of these scammers. And that's how it's how the nightmare begins, unfortunately.
The scammer will give you an unrelated tracking number indicating the shipment was delivered. That makes it harder for credit card companies to refund your money because from their view, you made a purchase, received a tracking number that shows delivered.
And at least for me, this is the first time that I've seen that scammers use this particular scheme, this tactic, where they send this fake shipment or delivery notification. And it's invariably they send it by email to consumers who ask, hey, where is my order?
With COVID cases spiking, the FTC wants to make sure no one else is taken advantage of by these scammers, which is why they are working to find out who is behind the scams.
That is what we're implementing this moment, right? Shutting down these websites, shutting down their advertising accounts, shutting down their payment methods. Those are all important so we can try to mitigate or lessen the consumer harm.
If you see this fraud online or are a victim of it yourself, the FTC wants to know about it, and you can log that complaint on the website our Call for Action team told you about 2 weeks ago.
It's reportfraud.ftc.gov.
As of now, the FTC hasn't identified the people behind the scams. But as you heard Phil say, they are working diligently to shut down their ability to host their scam online. Now, Phil also offered a couple of tips if you're shopping for these type of products online. Do your due diligence on the website you're purchasing from. Google the website and the word scam or complaint to see what generates. Also, always pay by a credit card and not a debit card that's linked directly to your bank. For Call for Action, I'm Bill Hurlbrink, KCTV5 News.